Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the problem solving. Problems are obstacles thrown in front of us to hamper our progress. These problems must be solved and overcome. Problems can arise in personal, professional, social context. Problems can occur anywhere in any situation. So, some problems can be solved alone, some can be by collective thought, and some by using computers. So, problem solving refers to any activity or group of activities that seek to resolve problems or find a solution to solve the problems by proceeding in an orderly fashion. Steps in problem solving. There is problem solving cycle which has been identified by Bransford and Sten and is known as ideal model. The steps in ideal model are identification of problems and opportunities, definition of goals, exploration of possible strategies, anticipation of outcomes and action, learning through retrospection, identification of problem and opportunities. This is the first step, which involve actively looking in the problem and not just responding to them. The problem must be stated clearly so that the subsequent steps are easier. Definition of goal. We have to define the goals. Defining the goal of solution is important to decide the direction of the problem solving process. There must be clear understanding of what the requirement is. The constraint, various interests, etc. must be taken for consideration in this step. Exploration of possible strategies. This stage needs a considerable amount of iteration. There are several methods like formal and informal for the generation of alternatives. The goals, constraint, and interest must be constantly reanalyzed with respect to the strategy we adopt for problem solving. Every possible strategy must be tried before we take a decision. Anticipation of outcome and action. Every possible outcome must be analyzed after deciding a strategy. The already fixed strategy may have to be modified or even discarded. Inappropriate assumptions which were made earlier can be rectified in this stage. The learning through retrospection. This is the key for all the possible and future progress. It helps to understand the mistakes we made and learn from the past experiences. This helps in adopting the most suitable strategy in future. Problem solving through 6 thinking hats. The 6 thinking hats methods was put forward by Edward de Bono. This method helps us to analyze the structure of our thought processes. According to de Bono, we are capable of different thinking styles. These styles are represented by imaginary hat, each hat with different colors. By mentally wearing and switching the hats, it is easier to move from one thinking style to another. So the 6 thinking hats are given below: the white hat, the red hat, the blue hat, the yellow hat, the green hat, and the black hat. So the white hat is objective, red hat is intuitive, the black hat is negative, yellow hat is positive, green hat is creative, and blue hat is the process. The white hat, it is the hat of facts and data. When wearing a mental white hat, we must focus on analyzing the available data and infer the information from them. For example, there are 100 varieties of animals in this zoo. Then the red hat, it is the hat of feeling and emotion, which wearing a red mental hat, we are free to focus on insights, anxieties, feelings, etc. For example, I feel worried about their safety. The blue hat is the hat of process control. Wearing the blue hat, it is about the thought process itself, that we think whether we are approaching the problem in the right way, what are the ground rules, and whether the current thinking is productive. The blue hat initiate the discussion. controls its flow, and sum it up to provide the bigger picture. For example, how we are planning to market this product. The yellow hat, it is the hat of optimism and positivity. We take a logically optimistic view of the problem when we wear a yellow hat. The benefits, feasibility, positive assets, etc. are evaluated in this. For example, such low product cost will raise profit. The green hat is the hat of creativity. We can think and act creatively. We are encouraged to go beyond the limits we set for ourselves. Out of the box solution come from the green hat thinking. For example, if we can pack this product as a new budget option, we can attract more customers. The black hat, it is the hat of caution and thinking. We can reflect on how an idea wouldn't work in the current context. The black hat is the important hat for decision making, but it should be usually used moderately. For example, with such low price, we cannot assure quality. Advanced advantage of six thinking hats. It saves times in meetings. It eliminates the personality conflicts in meeting. Helps to separate each aspect of problem, for example, emotion, facts, etc. It improves the performance of individuals and teams. It helps in preparing for changes. It improves clarity and consciousness in communication. Parallel thought is encouraged. Problem solving strategy, algorithm, heuristic, trial and error, insight. Algorithm, the step by step procedure evolved in the figuring how the correct answer to any problem is called algorithm. The step by step procedure involved in solving a mathematical problem using the maths formula is a perfect example of a problem solving algorithm. Algorithm is the strategy that result in accurate answer. However, it is not always practical. The strategy is highly time consuming and involving the taking lot of steps. For instance, attempting to open a door lock using algorithm to find out the possible number combination would take a really long time. Heuristic refers to the mental strategy based on rule of thumb. There is no guarantee that it will always work out to produce the best solution. However, the rule of thumb strategy does help to simplify complex problem by narrowing the possible solutions. It makes it easier to reach the correct solution using other strategies. Heuristic strategy can also be referred to as the mental shortcut. For instance, you need to reach the other part of the city in a limited amount of time. You will obviously seek for a shortest route and means for transportation. The rule of thumb allows you to make up for your mind about the fastest route depending on your past commutes. You might choose subway instead of hiring a cab. Trial and error. Trial and error strategy is the approach that deals with trying a number of different solutions and ruling out the one that do not work. Approaching this strategy as the first method in an attempt to solve any problem can be highly time consuming. So it's best to use the strategy as a follow up to figure out the best possible solution after you have narrowed down the possible number of solutions using other techniques. Insight is the something that just occurs suddenly. Researchers suggest that insight can occur if you have dealt with similar problems in the past. For instance, knowing that you have solved a particular algebra question in the past will make it much easier for you to solve the similar question at present. However, it is not always necessary that the mental process be related with the past problem. In fact, most cases the mental processes leading to the insight happen outside of the consciousness. Thank you.